happening, YouTube? Welcome back as I check out another beer. Going to take a look at one from back out of Connecticut again. This is going to be from Evil Twin Brewing. This is their Freudian Slip. It is an American barley wine ale. This one actually comes in at 10.3 ABV and 60 IBU. Considered to be a hoppy barley wine ale. But was really pleased with the last one I had from Evil Twin Brewing, and hopefully this one does as well as that did. Describes on the bottle, this American barley wine ale says how it is. It's intense, attention-seeking, hoppy, and definitely your kind of beer. A beer with a big ego, drive, and a huge thirst for recognition. Go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass. Now, usually for a barley wine ale, it is recommended to most of the time being a snifter. I'm actually using a glass here that is somewhat similar to that, usually for stouts and porters, but it can actually do just fine on barley wine ales as well. Get it into the glass, pours out just over a finger of head. The color on it is a reddish orange, basically sunset type color. The head itself is slightly off-white. Looks like it may lace the glass a little bit. We'll see how that performs. Definitely have a little bit of a haze or cloudiness to the beer, and cannot see through to the other side, of course, but can kind of see somewhat in the glass when you do get some light on it, although I'm not able to pick up the carbonation as much. But as far as appearance, definitely has the appearance of a barley wine ale. How about the aroma? On the aroma, I'm already picking up the scent of the booziness of this one, so I can get the alcohol notes already coming out of the glass. I also pick up some of the hoppiness. I'm picking up some pine scents. I'm picking up some earth scents, a little bit of a dankness, so to speak. But also picking up some of that sweetness you usually get on a barley wine ale, and that's highlighted kind of by some of, I guess, what you could consider to be something of a fruity type flavor, but almost like a fruity flavor of a, say, an orange, where it's pushed to almost be like a medicine type scent. I notice that more and more with a lot of the barley wine ales. Go ahead and get a taste. Wow, the taste. Well, we'll start with the bitterness. For a 60 IBU type beer, it's not actually too bitter. I'm not getting any real strong bitterness on the initial taste, or really on the cleanup as well. I do get a taste of the alcohol that does come through. You definitely feel it as a full body on your tongue. It does open up some of the flavors inside the mouth, but it's not doing anything to particularly stand out. With a lot of the barley wines, you know, they're also good where you could do them with a cigar. For instance, when I had the Goose Island Bourbon County brand barley wine, that was a good one that you can have that scent still swirling around, or that note of the taste, and enjoy it really with a cigar. This one has it, but it's not as strong or pronounced as when alcohol does come through pretty good on the aftertaste. This is one that you're not going to want to rush through. One you want to take your time, sit back and enjoy it, take in all the flavors, take in the aroma. And one of the things that makes it good with like a snifter glass or a glass like this is such a big opening that as you're drinking it, your nose is also getting in it as well, so you're picking up the scent as you're actually drinking the beer too, which is why that's common, a recommendation for these type of beers. Get a little bit of the lacing on the glass, as you can see. Not a ton, but it is doing something. It does have, like I said, that it had that medicine-y type aroma. It does have some of that medicine-y type taste, but it's not too bad on the back end. Some of the barley wines, it lingers for a long period of time. This one does not do that. It seems to pretty much smooth out pretty easily, and the finish is a nice smoothing out one as well. You get a little bit of creaminess in the texture also, but overall it's a barley wine for sure. See what some of the ratings have to say on this one. Untapped has it at 3.78 bottle caps for their average. Rate Beer actually has a 97 overall and 89 for style. And then Beer Advocate has it as 86 for being very good. for me, and I usually like to enjoy a lot of the different barley wines out there. I think is a good representation for the class, but I think rate beer is actually higher than I would actually give for this. Beer Advocate, probably a little bit lower than what I would give. I'm going to give this one, well, you know what, Beer Advocate's at an 86, and I'm thinking I'm going to actually give this one a B, so an 86 is pretty close to that in that regard. So a B rating is what I would give here. I think it's solid of a barley wine ale. This one is good, but it's not anything that's going to stand out that I'm going to really remember down the line. I can remember it as a okay, pretty good barley wine, but it's nothing unique about it that I would say I'm going to go back and get more of these. I think it stacks up versus the others as being a good representation of that group. But for me, yeah, definitely a B. And if you've had this one before, let me know what you think. Put some comments in the comments section. That's the Evil Twin Brewing Freudian Slip. Check them out. See if that's barley wine might be something you might enjoy. It's definitely not something for the first time beer drinkers out there because it is such a strong thing. You want to have a developed palate to really enjoy it. But I've actually got it to a point where I do try to work these in a lot more, and I've found some pretty good ones out there. Appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like button. And as always, make sure you subscribe if you want to stay up to speed on other videos down the line as well. But I'm always appreciative for you sharing any time with me to enjoy a beer. Cheers. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.